May 22nd, 2025. It's raining, yet again. We're supposed to get 1.7 inches today. Last time they said 1.7, we got 3, along with severe flooding. The weather machine is at it again. Some people call it Mother Nature. I call it geoengineering. It's hard to believe it's almost Memorial Day weekend. This is the beginning of the swimming pools opening and summer barbecues kicking off. How quickly we'll forget. Future generations will think summer is only a week of nice weather in August. Maybe that's all will be allotted. Long summers of catching fireflies and playing outside under the stars will sound like mystical tales like from the days of Zeus. Will our grandchildren's children even be able to see stars? Or will the sky be littered with satellites and satelloons? Anyway, it got down to the 30s last night. I worried about my garden. Well, for all of 2 seconds. I checked in and asked if I needed to cover anything and got back, nope. Everything seems to be fine this morning. Some plants are a little more sad than others, and some seem to be thriving under these rainy, hazy, chemmy days. I wonder how long it will take people to start questioning things here in the dome. When will they look up? Will they ever look up again? Or will their neck just be tilted forward, perfectly melded with their phone? Random fun fact, I have a flight tracker on my phone, obviously. The only planes that don't have their tracker on are the ones that leave a trail behind them. Every other plane up there tells you that it's up there, like JetBlue, Delta, UPS, PJs, helis, even military. But when I try to track a squirter, there's no trace, other than the lithium, barium, aluminum, and more that they leave behind. Did you know that those elements spell ball? Well, now you do. I made a talking head video a couple years ago about squirter planes and how it would be a political talking point. Some future candidate will run their entire campaign on it, and by that time, the damage will have been done. It'll be too late. That future candidate will be installed just like they all have been. Every single one. And anytime the government, like Florida and Tennessee, ban chemtrails, it's too late. It's all part of the plan. They want to make it look like the conspiracy theorists won. That gives them relief. The skeptical, questioning everything conspiracy theorists can feel like they can finally relax because said puppet fixed things. Psst, it's manufactured relief. You were biologically manipulated and didn't even know it. I don't know if you noticed, but those companies haven't stopped spraying. And I'm pretty sure chemtrails can cross state lines. Then there's the other narrative out there to convince the climate change activists that the chemtrails are for the good of the environment. They're helping to fight climate change. Without geoengineering, we'd all be dead. Spoiler alert, it's never God's version of good. It's always darkness that decides what's good here. Then you've got another perfectly curated argument between two sides, manufactured, controlled, making everyone look stupid. It seems the more I go out into the world and talk to people, the less that people know what I know or see what I see. I mean, I know you get me. You and I can easily talk for hours about anything, literally anything. We spend the least amount of time talking about chemtrails. We spend the most amount of time talking about deeply personal things that would never make it on the internet. We've accepted our lithium-induced fate and continue onward despite it. We know that it really doesn't matter. It will rain until it doesn't. It will flood. It will drought. It'll be sunny less and less. And they'll continue wiping out middle America with horrific tornadoes. They'll push people out of California with dew fires, and they'll drive us all into smart cities. It's happening, slowly, incrementally. I'm already in a smart city, but no one around me can connect the dots. They don't even know about smart cities. We're getting a slew of federal funding to put in bike lanes and traffic circles. Sounds fine on the surface, just like it always does. But I see the writing on the wall. Stack 'em and pack 'em apartments are popping up everywhere, right by the railroad tracks. It's a slow play. Darkness has all the time in the world. They're really in no rush. But neither is God. If you notice, when you live at the pace of life, there is no rush. When you slow down to the pace of God, things get clearer. Yes, they also get incredibly boring and mundane, but it's in that stillness that you can actually hear the whispers of your soul. You can finally sink into the truth of what you know. You can rest easy, for once. You can rest even while living in a world that's been meticulously crafted by darkness. Nearly every aspect of our existence has been informed by darkness. The jobs we work, the cars we travel in, the obligations that we think are real, the electric bills we pay, the taxes we owe, the insurance companies. We live inside of a reality that we were just born into. It took several generations to disconnect us from our true nature, several resets to forget about free energy, star forts, and the true power of Mercury, not injected into our bodies, but used for energy. This reality that we all live within isn't base reality. This reality has been crafted by darkness. They've also commandeered the psychic space as well. David and I call it the collective field. With the flick of an eye, you can check in with the collective field and find out exactly what you need to do to be a good person, earn more money, or be a more productive member of society. That too is hijacked. In order to be even a sliver of who you're meant to be here, as a soul, you've got to disconnect from the collective field and go right to your own personal connection with God. You'll find that things slow down. Life becomes more boring and mundane, but also more true to you, more accurate. The things that people talk about on the internet become less and less relevant to your life because you check in. You ask God if said thing matters, and chances are it doesn't, not in the slightest. It's hard to say how things will actually play out here, how much more damage will be done. But if I had to put all my chips in, I'd assume most of us are going to live within the newest, latest, and greatest conveniences. This version of us today would claim that we would never pay for our groceries with our retina, but give it some time and I think we will. I don't think the point, at least not in my life, is to live a secluded life, to become self-sustainable, which isn't even possible. That term has never made sense to me. People need each other. I think I'm here to be around people, to be where the people are. I feel like I should break into the Little Mermaid song. I'm here to speak into things when I feel the opening, to observe, to be honest, to disrupt. But most of all, I'm here to remind people of what they already know to be true, that their intuition is true and valid, and that it is in fact the voice of God, and that it is safe to listen to it, even when, and especially when, it defies what everyone else is doing.